Have you ever regretted something? You might have heard of the mini shark. Take a minigun, a shark, and just shove them together. And it works, somehow. Awesome, right? So I had this idea. What if we did that for the whole game? Just like tortured live animals for power. Oh, you think they're not alive? Look, we live in a world where sharks do just fine outside of water. Who's to say this little guy isn't aware and watching as we smash its body into chunks of stone? And a disclaimer, to get PETA off my ass, this is a game. Don't actually make a mini shark in real life, you sicko. Even though that'd be like really cool. So as a quick preview, we get maybe 1 or 2% of all the items in the game. And we're playing master mode. Not gonna be easy. So let's start the game then. Hey look, tools. But those aren't animals. Nonsense. We're getting rid of them. So our inventory is empty. Our first goal is to make it not that. Because we can't really do much without tools. You can't break blocks or trees. This isn't Minecraft. Our fists are made of fists, not titanium. So what can we use? The gist is, beat the game with only animal things. And in the spirit of cruelty, some animal things like summons or wings don't count. We'll talk rules more later on when it really matters, but there's actually only one set of tools we can ever use. Notably the reaver shark, a pickaxe, which yeah, you use by flailing its body into hunks of metal. So you get that by fishing in the ocean. Okay, great, how do we fish? Fishing needs a rod and bait. For a rod, we need at least wood, and for bait, we need a bug net sold from the merchant, which needs both a house and money. And yet here we are with an empty inventory. So like, what do we do? Well, we can find wood in chests, I guess. Need to explore then. Desert, nope. Corruption, nope. Well, left or right, it's a 2D game. Desert, I guess. God damn it. Stop! Finally, no vulture. Oh great, we're walled in. And nothing from this chest. Figures. Guess we have to do the corruption then. And here we would meet our greatest adversary yet. A gap. No, actually, I don't know how it's so hard. Dude, I'm pressing the button, how? This game is really weird with slopes, apparently. Fine, just screw the running start. God damn it. Oh wait, wow, that one worked. And all this for a chance to find wood. Damn, these flying brain tumors are still chasing me. And here we'd find our second greatest adversary, a pond. Ice water slows you down. So these guys we need to run away from? Yeah, nope, Jesus, this sucks. But eventually we get it. Oh nice, a cave. Alley-oop. Here we find our greatest tool yet, a single cobweb. Now this is actually really good because we can break pots with it and then get the cobweb back by standing on it. But we need wood, and this cave has nothing else. Get past the pond again. Oh neat, another cave. Some rope, I guess that works. Wow, that's it. Oh my god, more. This is a really good cave. Guess that's it though. So when you think of a house, what do you picture? Maybe a peaceful cottage, an elegant mansion, perhaps even a humble trailer. But chances are, you don't think of this, and neither do I. But the game, however, is fine with... I made it too small. God damn it. It's okay, we still have more wood. So these jail cells do apparently count as houses. We need one for the guide, then another for the merchant. Oh wait, we need 50 silver for the merchant. Well, we have some stuff to sell. Can we get another NPC for the money? Demolitionist? But then after a couple minutes of nothing happening, I realize the demo man needs the merchant, and there's no other NPCs we can get now. Well, that's great. But there's one last option for us, the pots. They can have some money. Oh wow, that's actually not bad. Very not bad. Damn it, can't get past that sand. Do we have enough though? 48 out of 50. Wow, thanks. I can store my coins by throwing them on the ground. Come on, just a few more pots. All right, that's enough. Come on, move in. Damn it, it's night now. Guess we just wait then, like the whole night. Gameplay. All right, we made it out. And finally, we get a bug net. And luckily enough, it's raining, so worms will just appear. We like worms, they're bait. Neat. God damn it, why are you there? All right, we're ready to fish, I guess. To the ocean. Oh, that's far away. All right, I'm glad that happened. Well, we have rope now. Damn it, we still suck. Damn it, I fell. Dude, the same spot. All right, finally, the ocean. I don't have any blocks. I can't defend myself. Damn it, we were right there. All right, daytime, finally. We can fish. Here's how fishing works. You left click, then you left click again, and you get an item. Great, now do that for a few hours straight. Hey, bombfish, we can get more wood now. This is my life now. Oh nice, the sawtooth. This works as an axe, pretty much right after the swordfish. Despite being called a sword, it's really a spear. Oh, that's a great accessory we can't use. Ah, finally, the pickaxe. Now we're pretty done, but there's one more thing we need. It's the one movement accessory we'll get in the whole game. And you don't need the ocean for it, so I move somewhere else. Turns out this thing is rare. It's said that this game can actually read your mind to figure out the exact thing you're looking for, so it can give you everything except that. Yeah, that seems to be what's happening. Like, genuinely nothing. I guess we're gonna be here a while, so let's properly go over the rules then. The name of the game is Animal Cruelty, so the rules are simple. First, animals are all we can use. Real animals, so no monsters or mythical nonsense, and live animals, or at the very least whole animals. And also our usage must be cruel. So say wings, they don't actually hurt anything to use them, so they don't count. And also summons don't count. Not because it makes the challenge too easy, because like, look, these guys do what I want, but they do what I want how they want to, which makes them suck. But it also means they have some free will, and free will is not cruel enough for my standards. Generally we'll decide what's allowed case by case with these rules. But anyway, back to fishing. We have a lot of bass. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted from this.
I have been
left clicking for 2 hours.
Yes, 2 hours. And finally, after all this, was it worth it? What this does is let us jump a bit higher. Yeah, that's it. That's all we get for the entire game. For reference, normally you'd have all these items to let you run fast and fly and all that. Nope, we get a single jump boost. We have to fight every boss in the game like this. Are you excited? I'm so excited for our future. But well, the future is now. Finally, 3 hours in, we've earned the right to begin the challenge. Wait, what? Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, it's PETA. Wait, you're telling me I can't do this? I just spent 3 hours getting a pickaxe. Well, this sucks. You know what? What's the worst they could do? Put me in jail for life, serving the death penalty? Let's do it anyway. To beat this game, you have to kill bosses. The main one ahead is the Wall of Flesh, but there are a few other ones to give us more things. First things first, a proper base. Tear down these miserable prison cells, so we can move them somewhere else. Now we can get to business. And business means life crystals, which come from caves. We're gonna need all the health we can get, because what's next is gonna suck. The obstacles of the past are no more. Oh, it's a dead end anyway. Alright, all of our caves suck. Guess we're doing the jungle. That goes great. We got ourselves a musket too, not for use, but for the arms dealer, which gives us the mini shark. Now we can defend ourselves 1% better, but only 1%. Our first life crystal. Ah, leave me alone. Stop. Also hook, pretty much our only real form of fast movement. Apparently you use a live squirrel on a string to latch onto things. What? I'm a ninja. Alright, maxed out. That wasn't so bad. What follows, however, with our one accessory, we're ready for our first boss. And like every other playthrough, we start off with Skeletron. Yeah, this is actually the easiest useful boss, gatekeeping a sick weapon. Let's see how this goes. No, yeah, that was great. I'd like to do a little bit better though. Since we're stuck with our broken legs, I set up some rails so we can hook and try and move left or right. This kind of works out. Yeah, we still suck though. Eventually I kind of get the hang of it. Until he starts shooting at me. God damn it. Did his arm just leave? Yeah, it's just gone. Dude, the head still has defense. I can't do anything. Alright, Jesus, there it is. Now the other hand dies, so he shoots a lot faster. These things move weird. They're hard to dodge, especially with broken legs. Well, that was better, but still sucked. I don't want to talk about it. But eventually we get close. That is, we both get close. That counts. I'll take it. 7 attempts, and this is one of the easiest bosses we could do. Amazing. Exciting. Thrilling, even. Now we unlock the dungeon, which opens up the shadow key. It's a 1 in 3 chance per chest, so you'd think we'd get it pretty quickly, right? Right? Yeah, 1 in 3 my ass. No mercy. Now we get to hunt down shadow chests in hell. Thank the Moonlord for bombfish. You know we're never gonna get anything that negates fall damage? Why didn't that work? So now we can find the Hellwing bow, which, like, look at it. It's a bat. So this is a 1 in 5 from shadow chest, so you think we get it pretty quickly, right? Right? Guess we need another goddamn montage. Alright, that was 8, somehow less. Well, this thing pierces, shoots fast, and does high damage, but can't aim for shit, which kind of makes it perfect for big things. Let's try it out. Next up is Queen Bee, so we can use the skin of a bee as armor. Funny enough, this armor is for summoners, so its usefulness is near 0, but its meme potential is near infinity, and it does give defense, which is better than not defense. Apart from, you know, not being able to move, this doesn't actually go that badly. Not great, but not badly. First attempt, we win, but that's not enough for all the armor, so we need to do it again. Damn it, 82 health? Next attempt, yay, we're done. So that's actually the easiest boss we'll ever do. Now we're ready for game progression. The Wall of Flesh is a wall that chases you across the world, and also shoots lasers. Pretty much our only horizontal speed is from our hook, which is also our only vertical speed. Kinda hard to do both of those at once. The wall gets faster at lower health, and it quickly outruns us. Alright, this sucks. Normally you can win by just running in the opposite direction, but we don't really get to run. We can get him low, but all I can do is get a huge head start in the beginning, to the point where we just don't see the boss anymore. Welcome to Laser Simulator, I guess. Yeah, this is the fight. That's all there is. So we eventually wear down its health, but it wears down mine too. Damn. That was better though. Nothing to do but try again. We're so far away we can barely hear the lasers. Jesus, those get fast. It's catching up and I am sucking. But it's so low too. 58. 58 health. That's 2 hits away. 1, 2, then the fight will be over. That's all it would take, but no. 1% this time, as if that's any better. But finally... Yeah, no, I thought I beat it that time too. No, 4%, we're getting worse. Ah, yes, man. God, always came down to the wire. Now the spoils. Wow, we can put on one more accessory. That's gonna be great for us. Oh, it's you again. You'll send the police if I don't stop? Violates 30 federal regulations? Look, I'm too deep into this now. I can't just quit. You should have told me at the beginning. Oh, wait, you did. Right. Well, live and learn. I'm finishing this, though. And now, with our grand achievement, the game transitions into hard mode, which means everything we've done so far has been easy mode. So now we have new bosses to hunt for progression, and also a few new things we can get. Let's start with that. So how do we get that stuff? It's more fishing. It's more fishing. More fishing! We can get one weapon from the corruption. This is worse than last time. Dude, I filled up an entire chest with random bullshit, none of which are the thing we need. You know what? I've had enough. Let's try the hollow. There are 2 fish weapons we can get, the other one is there. You're probably bored of seeing the fishing, and so am I. My patience has been bled dry. See if we can play this stupid game without them. You can also get armor made out of the skin of a spider. To get that, we kill spiders. At least that part's straightforward. This is also summon armor, so none of these effects do anything except for defense. Cool, let's try our first boss. Fair enough, I guess. Somehow I didn't learn my lesson from that, so I try again. This time we survived for about 5 more seconds, so that was pathetic. You know you're supposed to be able to, like, fly by now? I believe I can... Alright, fighting in unfair terms has no chance. Let's take this bitch into the sky. Well, we're safer, but the probes suck. Night spans 7:30 to 4:30, 9 real-life minutes, and he'll just ditch us once that time's up. So we can't just hide, we actually need to do damage. Alright, this has no chance. Fine, we'll get this stupid fish. Why? Oh, there it is. Only took about 12 years of my life. Our first real hard mode weapon. Shoots these bubbles, they do pretty solid damage. The weird fish are exceptions to monsters, because they're peaceful until we yank them out of the water to squeeze their special powers out of them. Let's try Destroyer again. Handles the probes a lot better. But we don't really have a good way to hurt it. Halfway through night, we've done jack shit. And then I forget I don't have wings. Fine, we'll get the other fish and see if it helps. Hey, you know that item we spent 2 hours for in the beginning? Yeah, we got 2 more of them. And yet we got 0 more of the thing we actually want. Please, just make it stop. God, finally, we can play the game again. And that game is Destroyer. Right, so this thing isn't holding up. So now that we have all possible options, none of them are working. Our pre-hard mode bow still seems like the best option. But the probes, man, the probes. Did that star really just miss all of them? Even with straight line shots, we spend 12 years per fight just fighting off probes. It's just not working. Too many probes, not enough damage. Well, what about other arrows? Maybe holy arrows, have to farm for those. Oh, the stars suck. That was a fat waste of time. Hellfire? These things explode, so they can hit more than one segment. Oh, that's actually kind of working. Actually, that spaces out the probes really well. Alright, that's the best so far. We're out of time though. Alright, how about this? Each segment only has one probe. So how about we draw the probes out with the explodey ones? Then when it's low health, switch to the bat arrows for some delicious straight line shots. That works, except for that it sucks. Blah. What did I just do? Get me out of this. You know the fun part about this? I spend the first 8 minutes of every fight standing in one spot, only to die immediately when it actually matters. The straight lines go insane on the stupid worm, but it goes insane on me too. Man, but with practice, my aim gets tighter, until not a second is lost. Make another hole to do some weird shit. It actually works a lot better at least. 6%. Fine. There's 2 more accessories we can get. Oh, one of them is fishing. There's 1 more accessory we can get. We don't have to fish, we just have to kill fish for a 1 in 100 chance. Nothing comes easy, does it? You're probably sick of the montages, so here it is. All it does is give off light, which is once again useless, but we can reforge it for damage. I also throw a coin in Shimmer and put down a gnome, because this game has a secret luck mechanic that it tells you exactly nothing about. Let's see what we do. I fell. Seriously? Well, this is going better. Why did I go left? Can someone inform me why I went left? I'd love to know. I don't want to talk about it. Why? Why do I panic? How have we gone through a billion years of evolution and still panic? 1%. It's literally the same. It's the same fight again. 5%? We're still repeating history. Well, if it's the same as the wall, at least I would win this time. That's too many probes. God damn it. Seems like my fate is to die right at the finish line every time. Eternally. But maybe eternity isn't that long. I don't even feel joy. Just relief. It's done. I'm over. 29 attempts. Now we get an upgrade to our mini shark. Kill some sharks. You can fly them now. I present to you the mega shark. It's like the mini shark, but better. Actually, so much better. By far our best weapon. Now we have 2 other mandatory bosses to hunt down on the same tier as the worm. Let's try one of them. You'd think by now I'd learned that the first try is always awful. Apparently we can enslave a horse to help us run faster. Try that out. That was so much better. Problem is we still can't jump. Despite using a minigun, we have no shot at this. Ha ha ha. Now that we've killed the destroyer, we unlock Asphalt. Let's try this again, shall we? Asphalt makes you run fast. Asphalt makes you run absurdly fast. And if I trap myself, I can just recall. And these are made from fish, so that part should be fine. We still have no way to properly jump, but at least we can run. Somehow my setup is perfect for a bomb to hit me every goddamn time. Damn it. Well, we can get life fruit now too. More max health, not bad at all. Alright, let's try the boss again. Nice. With this momentum, let's do the twins too. Cool, some actual progress. Probably could have done the same with just the horse and the recall thing. With these 3 bosses down, now we unlock turtle armor. Or do we? We don't have an animal themed pickaxe to mine chlorophyte with. Well, that statement is true as is. But what if we make an animal do the mining? Enter the digging mole cart, which mines for you and uses the strongest pick in your inventory for it, but it's the mole that's digging, so that's in line with the rules. Yeah, this works. Weird ass mining trip, but it does work. Also need some turtle shells, and now we get to wear a turtle. Turtles are tough, so this armor gives a ton of defense. And now, wielding a turtle, a shark, and broken legs, we will fight a plant. Into the abyss, we plunge. Oh, right. Okay. I get it. Okay. Honeymoon stage is over. Fine. Normally you can just go in a circle, but we're too slow for even that. Yeah, it's just wearing me down, damn it. I set up a bed for some more cheesy recalls. Look, I don't have many options, alright? At least the armor's really good. After a lot of pain, we actually scrape out phase 2. I forgot to finish the arena. Well, that went great. Damn it, damn it. I found a new strat for phase 1. I call it falling. It actually works really well. Keeps you in that one spot the whole fight. Nice, almost full health. Then for phase 2, we walk in a straight line. Oh yeah, this works. Well, it would work if I didn't make it way too small like a dumbass. But despite that, yeah, we win. In a rare display of actual good luck, we get the thing we want, the wasp gun. Rules-wise, I consider this different from summons. Here's why. Consider the lifespan of these wasps. Spawn, chase enemy, die immediately after touching them. Even though they do have free will, their lives are pretty damn miserable, so this seems cruel enough. Hey, why are there sirens? Did you actually send the police? No, you're gonna have to drag my hands off this keyboard if you want me to stop. Now I have a god to kill, piss off. With that, there are 2 things left we can get. Actually 3, one of them is an accessory, which once again boosts summons, but we can reforge it. Another is the beetle armor, which has even more insane defense than turtle. With the amount of literally everything else we don't have, good armor is the least we can do. To get that, we have to fight this guy. Yeah, in case you forgot, we still suck, like a lot. Dumbass hook from the start of the game is somehow still my best form of movement. And then the lasers come out and life gets even harder, damn it. Kinda getting the hang of this. Almost got the head that time. The fireballs are annoying. I set up some special walls to trap them on the side. Voila! Sadly, a better arena does not stop us from sucking. And of course, naturally, I trap myself too. God damn it. After bashing my head against the wall some more, a lot more, I realized I can just make my platform higher. And suddenly the game gets a lot easier. So now we can just run left and right, or walk. We don't get to run. Still not perfect though, but it's a lot better. Next attempt goes strangely awful. Next attempt goes slightly less awful. Then 3% to phase 2. Game's just mocking me. Always. But after that, I remember an important life lesson. Sometimes, faced with an enormous wall in front of you, it's better to just go around it. And so, I do. Who said I have to fight him in the temple? So I just drag him back to my Plantera thing. Suddenly the boss is a lot easier when I'm not stuck in a 2-block space. Yeah, that's it. Not even hard now. Cool. New armor. Very defense. As bad as that was before my gazillion IQ play, it only gets worse from here. We have 1 weapon left to get, the Bat Scepter. You get it from pumpkins, with a 1 in 16 chance. To do that, we need to fight the pumpkin moon, which only lasts 1 night and works in waves based on how much you kill. So we have to clear a bunch of nonsense before the guy we want even shows up at wave 10. God, at least let me dodge something. Well, I got what I asked for. Alright, now I hate these things. Wow, we didn't even get to see a pumpkin. Let's try again, I guess. Riveting gameplay. Alright, lesson learned. Not just animal cruelty, kill the trees too. Luckily, dying doesn't reset anything. Alright, wave 10. Are you gonna give me one? Pumpkin? Hello? Don't know why we waited a minute and a half, but there's one. Alright, we still suck. Yay. Oh, he leaves if I'm too far. Or if I die. Asphalt? Nope. Yeah, this is pathetic. Horse is still pretty fast. To an extent. Well, we found 1 strat so far, running away and recall spamming. Damn it, he left me. Well, so begins the hyperloop. And then I go too far once, and he just dips. Alright, take 70. Let's do better. We do better. And all for nothing. Yippee! Again, this is 1 in 16. We're gonna be here a while. Nothing. Again. Damn it. The night ended. Yay. Nothing. Again. Damn it, I lost another one. I ran too far away. Damn it. Come on, man. Another one bites the dust. Wait, that's it. Wow, I guess the game's made up for that disgusting fishing luck. So this is basically a better wasp gun. Sure, great, splendid even. Now that we've gotten everything we could, the path to the final boss is all that awaits us. That starts with a cultist. No, not those. This one. We are so pathetic. This guy mostly stands around and shoots at you. Our armor mostly lets us stand around and shoot at him. So this goes fine, kinda. Except for this part. Let's play a game. Can you find the right cultist? Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Oh, maybe blindly shooting bats like an absolute dumbass doesn't work for this part. So if you hit the wrong guy, this dragon comes out. And it's way too fast for our stupid horse and way too healthy for our stupid scepter. So missing is basically a game over. One problem with that, I'm a moron, an absolute dunce. So that happens often. And I can still die to other things too. Damn it. Wow, I actually died to a fireball. I fell. 2 bosses off beating the game and I can still die to fall damage. I switched to the wrong weapon. God damn it. Alright, wow, that was way worse than it needed to be. Now we do pillars. In prep for what's to come, yeah, we're gonna need the asphalt. So I make a really long bridge with it. Despite everything, we still suck. So we die a lot. But eventually we prevail, leaving us one remaining obstacle, the final boss. Alright, we still suck, I get it. Made it to the final boss and our legs have been broken the same way since the start. Plan is mostly to not die. Alright, maybe we need a better plan. Getting a running start seems good. We can use recalls to dodge the big laser. Still a ninja. So yeah, I mean we can mostly get a cycle going, consisting of running left, then right. Cause yeah, after all this time, that's still the only thing we can do. Also, our damage is shit. This is 2 minutes into the fight. Not really much left to show from the first phase. Oh yeah, there's more phases. We'll get to that. How am I alive? The way this fight works is, he has eyes on his head and hands. When you kill an eye, it comes out and starts teaching me the true meaning of pain. Each eye will do this independently, and each one has an attack cycle that independently starts when you pop it out. So they can be very out of sync, very chaotic, very bad. So that's how the next attempt goes. And that one, and that one. Oh, by dumb luck, we killed the third eye. So now we have to kill the heart. How? Come up. Well, this is a problem. Alright, what if we, make gaps? Maybe? No, this sucks. What if we, hammer this shit? What's that, slightly better? I don't know. We'll try it. And then we died before the heart. Twice. Thrice. Fine, if it's gonna be rare, let's perfect the setup. What about bigger gaps? It's still pretty bad. Let's see if we can make it work, I guess. Alright, we got there. Dude, this is not working. Ouch. And we could do a tiny bit of damage. But have I mentioned the tongue heals him? Each of those things gives him 1,000 health back if I don't kill them. Tiny bit isn't enough. Alright, this is stupid. Let's just make a long platform and use the horse, and then we can not even make it back to the heart. Again. Dude, what sort of black magic did I pull out of my ass those first few tries? Again. Alright, fine, let's do something different. Let's kill all the eyes at once, so they're all synced up. We just shoot upwards, because the head is the hardest to kill. Apparently you can recall to make the tongue go away, so you can't heal. I've gotten pretty good at phase 1, so this goes fine. And it works. It also makes it take 28 minutes, but it does work. And then I die immediately. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's make a platform so you can run left too. A really long one. Maybe a second layer so we can jump. You know, each row is 2,000 platforms. That's a lot of holding left click. Alright, another 25 minutes and nothing. Luckily, you don't have to go through that, but I do. Well, we still can't really jump. Damn. Put down another 6,000 platforms, I guess. Oh, great. That's useful. Surely 5 rows must be enough. There go another 25 minutes of my life. And I didn't even get to the good part. Nothing to do but try again. Here we stand at the edge of the abyss. Ow. Wait, this run is actually better. Until we hit the edge. Damn it, this is not the time to get stuck. Seems like the eyes get further away each cycle. Wow, they can barely hit me now. We're just not in danger anymore. This may be it then. After 33 hours of pure torture, with 8 of those into Moonlord alone. Riding a horse, wearing a beetle, holding a pufferfish, shooting a bat. After all that cruelty, all the pain we've inflicted to attain our goals. We've done it. We've beaten the game. Hey, I beat it. Tell the cops whatever you want now. So, I may not be a free man much longer, but at least you beat the challenge. Was it worth it? Probably not. Bye.